Guys, welcome to SHOT Show. We're here at the Bergara booth with Colin. Colin, it's great to be here.
Absolutely, man.
We've sort of chatted a little bit about their new lineup, but let's go, I think, top to bottom.
Yes, absolutely.
And go through some of the stuff we have here. Excuse me, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so at the top, we've got the MG Microlight. Okay?
Correct. Yep.
So this is for the chassis hunter. Okay.
It is. Yep. So we had the MG Light come out about a year or so ago, and that was the full-length XLR, the full magnesium chassis.
Yeah.
One of the things that came from that is a lot of people loved it, but backpack hunters or anyone that's going to be strapping this to their back with the folder, they wanted to crack that weight or that length down a little bit more.
Yeah, this is super light.
Super light. 5 and change, 5.8 pounds.
That's crazy. Also got a folder on here.
It does.
Yeah. And barrel, what does 20?
It depends on what it's chambered in.
Okay.
So you got 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 PRC in this. And then obviously you're threaded, so this is designed primarily just to put a suppressor on there and keep that overall package down.
Nice. Okay, no 7 PRC for this yet?
Not yet. Not yet. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's very smart.
Yep.
And obviously carbon barrel.
Yep.
Now, something we spoke about earlier is the way you guys do your carbon barrels slightly different.
It is. We actually spent quite a bit of time developing these. We announced them last year. And what it is, so we call this the cure barrel.
Okay.
So inside of here, what we did is we actually have a steel mesh that runs the full length of this barrel, allowing you to draw that heat out, where carbon's typically an insulator.
Yeah.
So what you have is that mesh is going from chamber to bore, drawing that out. When we tested it out on 300 Win Mag with successive shots with a similar steel barrel in taper, you were getting about 50 degrees cooler chamber temps in this than you were in that steel barrel that was similar.
Okay.
So, like I said, it was about a 3-year project, but this has been an absolute game changer for us.
Yeah, that term is often used, overused in this industry with shooting bags and all the stuff we have. But you know, something that I think guys read into a lot, like a carbon barrel is not to go shoot a PRS match. And I get that question all the time. Now, in fact, to prove that point, I'm actually building a dasher on a carbon barrel just to sort of show that, because I love hunting with my dasher anyway. It's such a great cartridge. But it is really not designed to, you know, go shoot 20 round strings. It is designed, you'll do your low development, but it's designed first shot accuracy, and it's obviously very packable, very light. Now that is for the guy looking at sort of a chassis style rifle.
Yep.
Then let's talk about the Crest.
Okay, so this is our B14 squared Crest.
Yeah.
So last year we came out with the Crest. This is the Crest Carbon.
Okay.
So the difference
it's squared.
Yeah, so in the lineup, it falls under our B14 Action. But the B14 squared Crest is what came out last year. The Crest Carbon is this year. So we added that Cure carbon fiber barrel this time. Okay. And on this offering here, the stock is completely made by us in-house. So it's a full monocoque construction, foam core, and then you have a carbon spine that runs the full length for rigidity. Incredible ergonomics. This is legitimately probably one of my favorite stocks that we offer. Something we haven't spoken about is price point on this is just north of $3,000. So obviously premium. Magnesium chassis though. Exactly.
Obviously OEM chassis. What I want to mention is this is sort of MSRP, and we see that with Vortex and all of those kind of things. The price you see from the manufacturer, usually like street price, is what we're saying on the high end stuff, like $300 odd less in a sort of real life scenario, and then some of these like $200-300 less in real life.
Depending on where your dealer's located and things like that. But yeah, these are all MSRP. So like you said, this is just over $3,000 MSRP. The Crest Carbon is going to come in at $2,099 MSRP. Again, lots of chamber offerings there.
This thing is super, super slick. I love carbon fiber.
Absolutely.
I come from a mountain bike background, so like I would go as far as saying I'm a carbon fiber slut. So if I can have everything in carbon fiber, I would. This is beautiful. I love the color you guys have done. These are QD. Okay, for slings. You can pop a little arc on there if you want to. And it's light enough where if you want to shoot out of a tripod, you can put a full-length little arc rail on there. And I must say, something I never get used to with SHOT Show is like flagging thousands of people.
It's so hard to break that habit.
It's very strange. So if you guys see that, we are aware of that, but it kind of is what it is.
And all the firing pins are not in here either. Everything's expected. So
okay, cool. So that is this guy.
This one's
chambered
going to be
308, 6.5 Creed, 22-250, 6.5 PRC, 300 Win Mag, and 7 PRC. Okay.
Absolutely. So tons of offerings in this one. This was a huge hit last year, I think primarily because of the stock configuration. this is going to be even better.
Awesome.
So,
okay.
Now this one's super unique. So this one is meant for small frame hunters. This is our B14 Stoke.
Okay.
It's got a 12.25 inch length of pole.
I like the name. The Stoke is high. Yeah.
Yep. So that's to get the new shooters involved, right? Yeah. So not just that.
Action feels great.
It is. So our standard B14 action that you get in all the other B14 rifles, custom painted stock, Cerakote, everything you need to get into the sport.
Yeah.
The length of pole is huge, though. A lot of times, if you have a smaller frame shooter, whether it's a kid or
the length of pole
a woman,
is small, not
it's
huge.
very.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a huge deal. Yeah, but it's very short.
Yeah.
So getting the younger people into it, that's
and I mean,
what we really want to do.
Can you make this longer with spacers and stuff?
Yep, there will be spacers included.
Okay.
So.
I quite like a short length of pole because, especially for us in the positional type of stuff, we're very square behind our rifles. But for kids and stuff, I mean, this is great. And then cartridge options for us in this?
There's a ton.
Okay, wow,
Yeah, so 308.
Oh, right, this is the one we were speaking about earlier, like for a kid in 300 blackout.
Oh, it'd be a hammer.
An amazing
It'd be so much
setup.
fun. Yeah, so 308, 243 Win, 22 250, which has also been extremely popular this year. 6.5 Creed, 6.5 PRC.
This is new, right? 350 Legend.
350 Legend's new this year. Yep. 7mm odd 8.
Okay.
300 Blackout and 223.
Yeah.
So.
And we're looking at $900.
$900 MSRP on that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So a great first gun for just about anybody.
For a kiddie. Now, if you had to get that for your kid, what would you chamber it in?
Well, so I just did one of these in 308 for my daughter, but I would probably do 300 Blackout or 223 to be honest with you. Just to get the muscle memory down, running the action, running the safety. I do that with our 22s when I first got my kids shooting, just for the muscle memory and being a safe shooter. So
I think what we need to do is separate video on just the 22 stuff. So
absolutely.
If you guys want to see that, I'm going to link it at the end of this video. Okay, and then here we have the Sierra.
So you have the Wilderness Sierra. So this is our last brand new offering this year. I kind of want to call this one our hybrid rifle. So we have quite a few in our Wilderness family. This is bringing the weight down in that category. So we have an adjustable cheek piece on this one.
Okay, nice,
And then a fluted barrel on here to bring that weight down.
Cool.
So
and
you're about 7.4.
with the muzzle brake, as does that,
Correct. Everything on here except the Stoke will ship with that omnidirectional muzzle brake.
Interesting. Very, very nice. And then this is all your in-house trigger.
Correct.
Yeah.
Except for the Premiers.
Oh, safety's on.
Yep, so that's our Bergara trigger.
Okay.
And then the Premiers all come with a trigger tech.
Okay.
Correct.
So that I shoot the trigger techs in all my stuff. But you could swap out any of these triggers because it's all Remington 700 footprint. You can drop this into any Remington 700 chassis, which is great. So just plug and play.
Exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think you guys are crushing it. Hopefully soon we'll have some actual shooting with the Bergara stuff on the channel. As with me being in South Africa, it's always a bit of a challenge getting stuff to us, but I see your comments all the time. You guys want to see the Bergara stuff on the channel, so just bear with us. It is coming. We're going to do some super cool stuff soon. Colin?
Thanks, man.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Awesome.